Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayodele Adeyemi. I'm a visibility coach for creative entrepreneurs. So, I've got an update for you. So, if you are new here, please subscribe to my channel as you'll be getting videos around content creation, visibility, digital skills, as well as life in the UK. So remember I said I've got an update for you. So recently I relocated to the UK as a healthcare assistant, and in this very video I just want to share my journey with you. So come along. So this was the day I went to collect our passports. I was so excited. I quickly took this short clip in the public transport. After then, I went for shopping. I got these very light bags for foodstuffs. I bought some other clothing items and all that. Then I went to another market for foodstuffs basically. So I went to Ileko in Lagos. I went there basically for snails. I love snails. So I went to buy fresh snails from the market. I still got some other food items like crayfish and stockfish and all that. So I got fresh nails. Then we washed it. Actually, my sister did all the washing. We washed it and then spiced it up with ginger, garlic, spring onions, and green pepper. So we added some salt as well. So we blended all the ingredients together and then allowed it to sink in properly, and then we roasted it in the oven. It took like 3 to 4 days or thereabout for it to come out dry. So this was me making my hair. This hair lasted me so well. I carried it for like 4 months, and that was because I want to transition my hair to natural hair, so it allowed it to have enough undergrowth before taking it off. So after then, I went to greet my parents. I was there with my niece, my son. They were so happy and excited. I took some pictures with them. And then comes the day. So this was the day that we traveled. It was a 2 p.m. flight, so there was no rush at all. We left early and I was there with my sister, my sisters, my brother-in-law, my niece, my son. Everyone was excited. So, and there we go. We went from there. And here is my son marching forward, super excited. He was so much looking forward and just very, motivated. So it was a smooth trip. It was a 6 hour trip. So we left 2 p.m. Nigerian time and arrived at 9:50 p.m. Cairo time. So, but in total, it was 5 hours, 50 minutes thereabouts. So we were served twice in the aircraft, and it was interesting. It was interesting. So we had 12 hours stopover in Cairo. Yes, we did. We went with Egyptair. So we did Lagos to Cairo, then Cairo to Heathrow in London. So we had a solid 12 hours stopover. Though they got us an accommodation, they had a like a hotel. I think it's a hotel dedicated. They now had a dedicated space in there, so there was accommodation. But then we spent a lot of time at the airport. So out of that 12 hours, I think we were only able to get maybe like 3 hours of sleep, or even lesser, like 3 hours of sleep at the accommodation, because when we got to the airport, they first collected our passports and then still kept us waiting for so long before they now finally used the bus to convey us to the hotel. So that took so long before all that was done.
And this was me enjoying my meal. I went for fried rice. My son went for jollof rice. So before we onboarded, we arrived in the night around 9:50 p.m. like I said earlier. So before we onboarded, they gave us cake and juice again. And then after that, we arrived at Cairo airport. Cairo was so cold. It was so cold. In fact, I didn't believe that was still Africa. It was so cold. So they served us before we finally went to our rooms. They gave us dinner like rice, chicken, and like sausages or those funny looking things anyway. And this was the following morning after having like 2 hours of sleep. I don't think it was up to 3 hours. It was so short. We got the accommodation I think around 3 a.m. or thereabouts. Yes, around to 3 thereabouts, and then by 6:30 we were already out. By 6:30 we were out. We couldn't even eat, but they packaged breakfast for us. They packaged breakfast for us. So the distance from the airport to the hotel was, I think, a bit far, not so far, but a bit far. But of course, they conveyed us by themselves. So maybe I think they knew we were going to stay another long stay at the airport. That was why they came to pick us that early, because I think it was like a 15 minutes drive or something like that. And our flight was for 10 a.m. in the morning. So but then they were with our passports. So when we got back to the airport, we had another delay getting our passport back. They really delayed us. We were just walking from one place to the other. Maybe they were afraid if we had our passports, we would JAPA into Cairo. But that was not our goal anyway. So after so many ups and downs, we got our passports. Yes, they distributed our passport to us back, and then we boarded our aircraft going to London. So we left Cairo at 10 a.m. and then we arrived Heathrow Airport at what time? I think it was around 1 p.m. Around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Um, so it was another smooth ride, going from Cairo to Heathrow. That was another 5 hours, 25 minutes trip. It was like 5 hours, 25 minutes trip. So going from Lagos to Cairo and then Cairo to London was almost same thing. The first one was 5 hours 50 minutes, and the second was 5 hours 25 minutes. So it was almost the same thing, and it was a smooth ride. Egypt was okay. At least compared to what I've been having before, it was fair, but it was okay. Their fare was cheaper anyway, so it was fair for what they offered. And we got to London. We got to London safely. Then we went to face another coast. This was Mr. Little Boy, excited that we are in London.
So I hope you enjoyed my storytelling skills. So in my next video, I'm going to be sharing my experience on my first day as a healthcare assistant. So remember to subscribe to my channel if you have not done that already. Thank you for watching. Bye.